at this hour. Welcome to 423 edition of Invest Data Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, I will tell you that the global market at this hour has opened in the green. And I will tell you why you are seeing the market open in the green. That this mantra, sell in May and come back in October, is not really working out in the matured market as a result of changing market fundamentals and also what is happening in this environment. Yes, you can see that the expectation of rate cut at the end of the last inflation figure from US have triggered the expectation that rate cut should start immediately, and that is also changing the psychology and also the market sentiment as we speak. And also, if you look at other markets apart from US, I just mentioned, I think that yes, see that in Asia market, we are seeing that stock in Asia market are already in green this morning on the strength of what China making more move forward for stimulus package, and also on the strength of position taking in the tech companies. Don't forget that they also impressive number that emerged from this tech industry or sector that also continue to influence positioning, knowing that yes, sell in May is not working out there because most of these investors there in that market have seen that yes, that the AI is changing the fundamentals and also the psychology of investor as regard what the tech company is also expecting that China intervention in the real estate or the property market in that economy is also a plus for that market as we speak now. And also all eyes are still on the key and economic earnings, on key earnings that are coming to this week to round up the earnings season. Don't forget that earnings season the first quarter earnings season is already winding down, but we expect more companies to come. That is the focus this week to give more clue. But I believe that the outcome of the coming MPC meeting or work of Fed meeting either in June or in September will determine where interest rates will be swinging to, and that's also what's also impacting positive on the market. As we speak now, Wall Street market, Wall Street, closed positive for the week, for the last week, so that it was in the green, and most of the market also trade that direction, so that the MOSCI, which is the global market index for the stock market or equity market that close the group, is also in green. It's a plus for what for the market as we speak. But I think that as different different members of Fed, the officers of Fed, giving giving comment on what is happening or what is expected from this inflation figure, and also there are some other economic data also giving a clue. But like the Fed chairman have said that the possibility of hiking rate this year is not is very very slim. So probably possibility of adjusting down on inflation. But from this figure, it's a clue where but that's why that the inflation is going to have not hit the Fed target of 2%. That was seen as always enough because the economy there, they are seeing the economy try to sustain the positive momentum. That's also what's also playing out in that regard. I've mentioned that the China market is almost hitting almost 2 years high now as a result of this stimulus package or measure that the government is taking, and also the interest rate last time I told you was also left unchanged. These are the things also playing that so that the economy will rebound, and also the good thing that they are moved from deflation to inflation in that environment. That is what is also playing out in this domain, in this Western Asia. But also look at that more earnings are expected to hit the market. That will give insight of more where the investors also will positioning. We see that the Japan market is also in green already, and others in that region, which is also a good one. For the investors is keeping their eyes on these quarterly earnings that I have said that are going right now, but because of the artificial intelligence for the tech companies, we are seeing that the demand for tech stocks are in the high in Asia. Europe is not left behind. Europe market is also in the green, as always are still of what, also some more economic data there to confirm the risk of the recovery of Europe. But the Eurozone was seeing that possibility that the recovery also is sustaining that environment. That don't forget that the chairman of ECB there, and the European central bank also have said that the rate cut is already in their plan, but when to start. That's why between the top central bank of the world, who will first start cutting rate is also another thing that we're looking at. For US, if you look at US market, I will tell you that market is really strong in the green right away in US. And I'm not surprised that US market is in green at this hour because we know that yes, tech companies also imparting that environment. Also, we're seeing the market also moving in the green direction, which is also a good one for for US market. And not only that, the news of the company also submitting their results, especially as they're winding down in terms of earning season. That's also what is a clue that investor appreciation that this is a signal where most of the companies in that domain are going. That is also a plus for the market that we need to put all these things when we are also looking at the market. Also, if you look at the Africa is also a mixed situation right away now because of what? Because of we are seeing that some markets in Africa continent are some are in green, while some are in red, also in red. Yes, we are seeing that in Nigeria, NGS is oscillating, still open the week on a slight negative note that also as we go in, we know more. Don't forget that also in Nigeria today, the monetary policy meeting are commenced today to close tomorrow. Also, investors are trying to play with caution to see where the interest, the MPR will swing to. Is it another 200 basic points? Is it 100 basic points or 50 basic points? Or is it unchanged that will leave rate? These are the things that are playing in the mind of what many players in the market in Nigeria. But I believe that investors are becoming more sophisticated. They know that because of rate hike we have seen for just in 2 months about a 600 basic point, that have kind of increased flow of fund out of the equity market to the fixed income environment where yields are high. Despite all inflation are still hitting new roofs, we are seeing that for those that are not ready to take this, and also because we are seeing experiencing some sell-off in equity position as post-glory rebalancing continue. Investors are trying to look at where is the way to go now. That's why all eyes are still on this outcome of MPC. Now at the same time, on Wednesday we also be expecting to see the TB primary market option, which also will be as a lot of what will be the rate position, the rate position forward for this Monday and Tuesday meeting of central bank monetary policy committee. I think that the things investors are also weighing in the addition to see where to go from this point. But I believe that for those that are design investor, it's time for you to go for value, especially as we're seeing dividend expectation coming from those companies that have given us their corporate action to guide on what to do. That's why you don't need to panic, but rather make a wise choice. Where you need to hold cash, hold cash. That's why I said in the last meeting, let's watch and see the outcome of NFPC meeting. But I believe that the highest they can do at this meeting is 100 basic point. Now, why the less they can do is was 50. Another opportunity that they can leave it or change. But because they saw a kind of uptrend again in inflation, despite that it was not much we're seeing a slowdown, even as high, not as high as I want to saw in the month of March. But I believe because of monetary policy try to fight inflation with no rate, which it has not worked in Nigeria for all this while. For me, I believe that by this time, we're thinking that we are not fighting inflation at the essence of what of the economy. Already, we are seeing inflation rate, interest rate at 24.7. Why inflation is almost hitting at 34? For me, I think it's time to rethink that the economy is sophisticated with high cost. People are not having access to funds because of they are not sure of taking it back because of economic situation and also high cost of borrowing. We need to think: is it for us to only to attract foreign investors? Is a target as monetary policy, or just to make sure that the economy is balanced, so that there will be oil and the economy will remain a path of growth. We need to also rethink all this, on the side of our monetary policy. Why fiscal authority also should also come with way of also to not assist the monetary policy to know that here is not only rate hike is the way to go. Also, let's make sure that there's cost of transportation, electricity, all this energy, all are imparting. They need to have to sit down and still have to amend this all these things. This also will be a good way for CBN or monetary policy to also work out their own modality of not just using only inflation interest rates also to fight inflation. That might not work much as if they are working in an advanced economy where there is policy direction, where there is a lot of things working because our own is because of structural issue we're having all this inflation from left to right. We need also to think wise when it comes to this kind of a situation. We need to understand what is happening in the economy to help us make informed decision as traders or investors in the market. These are the key things we need to know when we also. So it's very, very important, as an investor. Have it at the back of your mind that when you see all this thing happening, you need to also think twice when you're waiting for making your investment decision. There's no need for us to panic, but rather to see where we are going from here. That will help us also. Yes, we saw that the mature economy, we saw oil price also moving above $80. A lot of what the recent crash of the Iraq president, the Qatar and and also like fresh, conflict also in the Middle East was also, and also OPEC meeting to liberate their output or on change or even to tighten. These are the things influencing oil price. Not knowing that first of June is the OPEC meeting for what to decide whether they will be cut in their output or not. These are the things that I believe that is also going to determine where the market will be going at the end of the day, so that you will know as an investor exactly what to do when it comes to what investment. You don't just invest for investing sake. You must understand the environment where you are investing. That will help you to know exactly what to do as a trader or investor in any market of the world. Whether you are trading, in US, you are trading in Africa, you are trading in Nigeria, you must understand what is happening. That will go a long way to what to guide you. Yes, like I said, all eyes are still on inflation. Let's see how we're going to shape our market as we go into the new week. But I believe that today, tomorrow, investors or players, investors or traders sort of know exactly what to do with their position, because to become clearer where the market is going, and that was all everyone wants to know. Like I said yesterday, Saturday, that let's be patient to see where the market is going. But this morning, before we go looking at the the data for the market, we look at the recent results that came to the market. Especially, we're looking at JAIZ bank that just released results, and this is one of the local stocks, banking stock that also in a tier 2 bank. But knowing that this is not an interest bank, this this is not an interest bank like commercial bank, but this is an interest-free bank, and we're seeing that the numbers that are emerging from this bank show that yes, the bank is not sleeping, but that they are looking forward for expansion. We're seeing also trade that yes, they are not doing badly at all. And this also should guide the investor on what to do with their position in this kind of bank. And also don't forget that we are seeing that as they are, all the banks are planning their capital move. Already we have seen about 25 million dollar injection into this bank from one of the investment company outside the shore of Nigeria. And these are the parts that we're going to see more on our on this market capitalization. You will see funds entering into the economy through this capitalization, to show up this bank's capital base, which is good for Nigeria and also good for investors. On the long run, I see that Nigeria banks will go for high ticket business, because most of them are becoming a holding company now, that their subsidiary can be doing business. Even the bank will face their core banking activities. I think for me, it's a record development. We are seeing all these changes, and for me, it's a good one for investors. But if you look at the number that came, start from the full year result that came from JAIZ Bank. Yes, if you look at the top line or look at what we call the profit loss account, is in a very positive position. Also, the balance sheet and also the cash flow of the bank is not being viable. As an investor, it is very, very important that you read the chairman statement and that of the managing director. Because of our time, we will not have time to read, but just to encourage you to go through it and also give you more information where the next step is taken, or they are taking, or where they are moving to. Is very, very key. Yes, if you look at the top line, I say who is gross earnings for the period, I think that is just an interest-free bank. When we move from 33.929 billion to 47.24 billion, is almost 30 to 28% up. But the good thing is that you can see that the PAT at the end of the day, this is a bank that you see they share profit with their customers. They help them to oversee their business. At the end of the day, we are seeing what call others are saying either impairment, but rather they are also having an impairment gain. I mean gain like backwriting language, accounting language. It's also impacting their PAT. We saw that the PAT moved from 6.88 billion to 11.24 billion. This is also up to almost 100% in the green. About 89%. For me, it's a good one for the bank. But at the end of the day, this 11.24 billion translates to an earning per share of 33 kobo against 20 kobo they posted in 2023. But at the end of the day, a dividend of 4 kobo against 5 kobo that was paid in 2023. You can see all this also playing out. As reflection is ongoing, Mr. Trying to like what they have. You can see that they have a kobo different from what they paid last year. For good that they are rewarding their shareholders, for me, it's a good one for the bank. Yeah, quickly look at their top line. So yes, let's look at their cash flow for full year. cash flow for the full year is positive. For the period under review, cash flow moved from 64.22 billion to 164.23, 27 billion, 2023. For me, it's a good one for Sterling, for JAIZ Bank, and also for the first quarter, it's also moving in that direction. As I said, investors should look at, if you are in a class on Saturday, you can see that these banks numbers are really impressive. They point out where they are going. Even with the capitalization, we see that most of the banks are taking a big ticket of trying to raise more funds, so that at the end of the day, if there's any eventuality, anytime in the whether the naira is, it will not be easy for them to affect the banks. For me, the banks are really having a good foresight. Most of them are kicking above what they asked to capitalize, to make their bank solid, and also to do bigger business at the end of the day. We saw the announcement from about 550 billion for traditional, what they have, that's about almost 7 billion for me, or around 6 billion altogether, which is also a good one. You can see that other banks can see that for Access and GTCO. Yes, Disney Bank is also targeting around 800 billion also, which is also a good one. I believe that these are what investors are looking at, that there's opportunity, and also these banks are having a robust retained earnings. And if you look at their share premium and their share capital, yes, most of them are also looking closer, especially JAIZ Bank. JAIZ Bank, as we speak now, it's about 18 billion. Look at their share capital and the premium. It's about 18 point something billion, and they need 20 billion for the non-interest. That means just just about 2 billion, less than 2 billion to make up. And also already, as I said earlier, there's an injection of 5 billion into this bank for capitalization purposes, which also is a good one for them. But the Q1 also moved from 9.88 billion to 16.51 billion for just the first 3 months of the year. This represents about 86% up in the grade for their top line. And also for their top line, and also if you look at the capital PAT, like profit after tax, the earnings moved from 1.46 billion to 5.84 billion. You can see how many percent. You can see that this is almost more than 300% up. It's a good one. It's a good start for JAIZ Bank. Also, for me, it's a good one to welcome. And at the end of the day, the 5.8 billion translated to 16 kobo earning per share against 4 kobo posted in 2023. It is a good sign of where this bank is heading. I hope that investors in the market will also be guided, that all these penny stocks are seeing them, taking a good number to guide us. The PAT also is also, like I said, the profit margin is also very, very high at this point. The other is good for investors to also take note and also know how to navigate the market, especially the banking sector, and this is not for recapitalization. Yes, because of our time, we quickly go to the market data. Market data to speak now, market is in red. Market are pulled back to around the 97,725.54 basic point, down by 401.91, representing 0.4% in the red. Market has pulled down. Also, we're seeing that the market red is negative. We're seeing 11 losers and 6 gainers right away as we speak in the market. For me, investors should not panic, but as I said earlier, let us see what it's time for you to look at your portfolio and know how to where you should be and what not to be. But I see that the service sector has sustained a positive trend that we have seen in the last 2 years, also at the beginning of 2024. That's also should be a guide for you. Out of the 11 users I've said earlier, fertilizer is leading the pack, followed by Transcorp, Japo Gold, Sovereign Trust Insurance, and Ella Lake. These are the top users right away. And also, if you look at the gainer side, we're seeing that MC Nico is leading by 10% at 1 naira 10 kobo, followed by Regency Insurance, also at 3 naira 33 kobo right now. Prestige and ICO and WACO, these are the top gainers right away. But in terms of activities, Access Bank is dominating the chart with about 170.4 million share traded so far at 17 naira, followed by Nigeria Brewery traded 12.5 million shares at 23 naira. Transcorp traded 11.1 million shares again at 11 naira. Zenith Bank at 33 naira traded 6.2 million shares, and Regency Insurance traded 4.7 million shares at 3 naira at 33 kobo. Sorry, this is the state of the market as we speak now. Because of our time, we look at the index, because of time and spent, because of the earnings we're looking at. Let's quickly look at what the index is doing right away. They will cannot continue from stock by Wednesday, hopefully by God's grace. If you look at the market now, they can see from here that market is already saying that the market is pulling back again after it has gone like it did. So after trying to rebound on Thursday, we saw a flat position, but right now that market trying to make another pullback. But the good thing is that there's a strong support level here, which is at this point around the I said yesterday or Friday around the um, 96,924. Once the level realized will also confirm another strong decline. Already market is in a very situation. You can see there since the month of April, but more as I say, what will be the end at the end of May? Like I said, May this time is already showing a sign where they are going, extending the negative or sell-off will start seen in April to this time hour in May. Let's see how it's going to end May, and also let's see the outcome of MPC meeting, and also the government celebrating their 1 year, come May 29. These are the things that will that to shape the market. But result already we have seen results that will help investors also to situation. For the outcome of another APC meeting in terms of rate hike, don't forget that anytime there's rate hike, capital market, equity market, it's a minus for them. It's a factor that militate or what from capital market, and that but rate cut is also a plus for what for equity market. Let's watch and see if the hike will not be much, or let's say anything something like unchanged for this period. That will be where the market will go from. For that, we need to panic. Yes, let's call up our indicators for this index, so that before we call it today, we need to know what the indicator saying. That will give us a clear direction where the market is going. Now, let's say you must see the full direction of the market to help you to move work for investment decision. That is very, very important anytime you need it. Knowing the market that is there is a trending, is there an uptrend, is there a downtrend, is there a market that is choppy. You need to understand all this so that it will help you to know exactly what to do. But looking at the market on a day chart, you can see that we're seeing that fund is in the market despite it's a slowdown we're seeing. You can see that money flow is looking up to be about 50.20, which is also a good one. While MACD is still not clear at this point. So let's look at the volume is very, very low right away, and that's why that people are watching. You can see the state of the market. The market is in between the T line. The market are rebounded, trying to trade above the T line, but we're seeing now, as we speak now, it's slightly below the T line. But let's wait and see to see where the market is also going. Like I said, that MACD is not just slightly bullish. You can see it here, but let's watch and see where the market will go. But on the short term, the market is still very, very weak. We're seeing a kind of a weak momentum that's trying to rebound until we see money flow crossing, and also see high volume at the same time buying position. That will give us a clear direction where the market is going for the day or for the month or for the week. Already the month is winding down. By next week, after this week we're in now, market will be winding down for the month of for May. That will now be crossing over to the last month or the second quarter of the year. I'll tell you that the second quarter has seen a lot of volatility, especially since March, April, that after we have seen the first quarter green, April and May has not been so good for investors, but there's no cause for alarm. This is part of the market. No market remain up, no market remain down. But for you to navigate all this is what makes you a good trader or investor. On this note, now you can see, like I said, the position of the market. Let's quickly look at the 1 hour chart for the index before we call it a day, because our time is 5 minutes as we speak now. Like you can see, on the 1 hour chart, you can see that the market is also pulling down. You can see it for the trending now. You can see that also, still bullish in terms of MACD, but also seeing a sign of and why money flow is looking up on the 1 hour chart. Because of our time, we can look at the 2 hour chart and the 4 hour chart to call it a day. Time they already gave me a sign that time is up. You can see that MACD is money index NGS index is a flat on 2 hours on the T line, and we see okay, it's still coming up now, still low and below 50 to read the 34 on 2 hours, and the MACD is bearish. Finally, we look at the 4 hour chart. That's what we call it a day for today. Look at 4 hour chart. You can see 4 hour chart here. You can see that the 4 hour chart, you can see that still the market is trying to turn green here, but still there. Let's wait and see. Volume is small, but still trading flat or what on the T line. If you look at money flow, it's already looking down on the 4 hour chart. Below 30, you need to also consider all this when you are trading in the equity market. On this note, I will say thank you and see you on Wednesday, hopefully by public.